Mysterious virus. The CDC concerned an outbreak in China could spread here. New overnight, thousands of flyers being screened at 3 major U.S. airports. Dr. Ashton with what you need to know.
Impeachment battle, the president's men playing roles in his defense. With his Senate trial looming, new documents from a former Rudy Giuliani associate and how they figure in the case.
Under scrutiny, allegations of Tesla's widely popular car models may accelerate on their own, potentially causing crashes and injuries. An investigation.
And Art of the Steal, a masterpiece stolen more than 20 years ago, now recovered, where it was found in a case straight out of the movies.
Live from ABC News in New York, this is Good Morning America.
And good Saturday morning, everybody. We begin with that fierce winter storm barreling across the country this morning, bringing ice, snow, and whiteout conditions.
At least one person was killed in an avalanche in California where 25 inches of snow had fallen in a 24-hour period.
Winter storm warnings and alerts are in effect from the Midwest to the Northeast right now, with snow and ice creating a treacherous situation out there on the roads. We have team coverage beginning with ABC's Kaylee Hartung. She's in Detroit, where the snow is falling. Kaylee, good morning to you.
Good morning, Dan. The Riverwalk in Detroit is a popular tourist destination. The only people we see here this morning are security guards and guys with snow plows. Snow accumulated quickly overnight, more than 3 inches here, and it is just the beginning.
This morning, a major storm is wreaking havoc. From the Rockies to the Northeast, millions of Americans across 28 states at risk. Blizzard conditions hammering the highways, causing multiple trucks to jackknife, creating impassable roads for drivers.
Wow.
This close call was caught on camera in Iowa. A pickup truck sliding off the road, nearly slamming into officials who were already responding to another incident. Watch again as the truck barrels toward them, just missing this person who barely had time to react. In the South, 2 men were found dead in this car that was pulled from a river in Texas. Officials believe icy roads were to blame for the fatal accident. And in the West, officials are now identifying the skier who was killed in an avalanche at this resort near Lake Tahoe in California after over 2 feet of snow fell in just 24 hours.
Alpine Meadows avalanche.
34-year-old Cole Comstock did not survive the incident. His wife now speaking out about their last moments together.
A funny thing all of our friends do is we hit the tip of our poles. Touch tips is what we call it. And we tap tips and said, I love you and I love you too. We just went our separate ways.
Travel will continue to be a challenge today on the road and in the sky. This morning, already hundreds of flight cancellations. Chicago's O'Hare Airport hit particularly hard. And Eva, thanks for the gloves you let me borrow. You're a lifesaver.
Yeah, be careful out there, Kaylee. Get back into the warm. Well, where are the snow, ice, and whipping winds headed next? Greg Dutra from our Chicago station WLS is in for Rob this morning, and he is tracking it all. Good morning to you, Greg.
Good morning. A big system, a very windy and snowy system, too. Check out this video from Moorhead, Minnesota. This is from a state trooper's car, and all you can see in front of that state police officer is his lights and barely seeing the video ahead of another car. Now, this is from Fargo. Again, I think the only thing you're worried about more in this situation than hitting something from the front end of your car is maybe getting rear-ended by someone who can't see where they're going. Now, this system, as it tracks across the U.S., will continue to wreak havoc. Wind and snow through the day today. It's already pulling now away from Chicago, moving into the Ohio River Valley. Alerts for 20-plus states. People affected this afternoon will mainly be in the Northeast, headed into New England, too. After seeing that 5 to 8 inches of snow out near Detroit, Boston will see 2 to 4 inches of snow, a little bit less in New York City, with I-95 kind of acting as a barrier between a little bit of snow, 1 to 3, and much, much more snow all the way up into the Adirondacks. Could see a foot. Whit?
All right, Greg, thanks. We'll check back with you soon. We do want to turn now to new screenings in place at 3 major U.S. airports to check incoming passengers for a potentially deadly virus. The first of these screenings happening overnight at JFK International Airport. That's where ABC's Stephanie Ramos joins us with the latest developments. Stephanie, good morning to you.
Whit, good morning. About 60,000 people travel into the U.S. from Wuhan, China every year. This is why CDC officials are taking this new deadly respiratory virus so seriously. Wuhan is where it was first reported. Screenings, as you mentioned, started here at JFK last night, and they continue this morning at San Francisco's International Airport, where another direct flight from Wuhan is expected to land. This morning, U.S. airports are screening airline passengers who are arriving from China for the new deadly virus that the CDC says has made dozens of people sick and has killed 2. The CDC is sending 100 health officials to assist at San Francisco International Airport, LAX, and New York's JFK, where this flight from the outbreak city of Wuhan arrived overnight. Experts say this new type of virus, called the coronavirus, typically causes symptoms of the common cold, but can lead to pneumonia. Federal health officials will take temperatures and ask passengers if they have any symptoms. They're expecting to screen about 5,000 passengers at these 3 airports for the next few weeks.
They're really going to be diverted into a separate area from everyone else, so we're not expecting this to affect the overall arrival activity at SFO.
Many cases of the virus traced back to this food market in Wuhan. Coronaviruses are often found in animals. It's unclear if this new one can spread easily from person to person. Countries like Thailand and Japan screening incoming airline passengers as well as a precaution.
We have done the best we can. We have alerted people to take precaution when they travel from China or to China. The CDC is taking that extra precaution here. They've even set up special quarantine areas here at the airport. Whit.
All right, Stephanie, our thanks to you. Let's bring in ABC's chief medical correspondent, Dr. Jennifer Ashton. Dr. Ashton, always great to see you. Good morning. There seems to be a lot of unknowns with this virus. So what's the most important thing for people to know?
Well, let's start with what we know and then what we don't know. This coronavirus is a novel or new strain. Generally, as we heard Stephanie say, in humans, it can cause mild or moderate cold-like symptoms. What we don't know is if it could change. We don't know the incubation period. We don't know how contagious this is in humans. So right now, a lot to be discovered about this.
When people hear about airport screenings, it's very alarming to hear that sort of thing, especially if you're traveling. Why is the CDC taking this important step?
Well, I think this is not just for optics. This is not just for show. There's no reason to panic here, but I think that in speaking to some of the country's top public health officials and infectious disease specialists last night, they made it clear to me that this is an evolving and dynamic situation. The thought is that the risk to the overall U.S. population at this time is low, but history is important. This comes from the same family as the SARS and MERS virus, which came with a very high death rate, and that is why people in this country and across the world are taking it seriously.
That's right, taking every precaution. All right, Dr. Ashton, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Dan?
Politics now. President Trump's impeachment trial beginning in earnest on Tuesday in the United States Senate. Overnight, the White House announcing who will be on the president's defense team. ABC's David Wright is in Florida, where the president is waking up this morning. David, good morning to you.
Good morning, Dan. Ken Starr is back, this time not as a special prosecutor, but as one of President Trump's defense lawyers. The president is spending a few days here in Florida ahead of next week's impeachment trial. House managers are working through the weekend preparing their case. Overnight from the House Judiciary Committee, a document dump. Material obtained from former Rudy Giuliani associate Lev Parnas, now part of the official impeachment record. No smoking guns, it would seem, but the documents do include more text messages by Connecticut congressional candidate Robert Hyde, claiming he was stalking former U.S. Ambassador Marie Yovanovitch months before she was recalled.
Did you feel threatened?
I did.
Parnas told MSNBC he didn't take Hyde seriously.
He's a weird character. I don't believe it's true. I think he was either drunk or he's was trying to make himself bigger than it was.
Hyde denies he ever visited Ukraine, much less threatened the U.S. ambassador, saying he sent those texts after a few drinks. The State Department and the Ukrainian government are now investigating. Meanwhile, Trump has beefed up his legal team ahead of next week's impeachment trial. adding Ken Starr, the former special prosecutor whose investigation of President Clinton's interactions with Monica Lewinsky triggered Bill Clinton's impeachment, and former Harvard law professor Alan Dershowitz.
They would be abusing their power if they impeached President Trump.
Both have been vocal defenders of the presidents on Fox News, but Dershowitz says his role in the case will be limited.
I am not a full-fledged member of his legal team in the sense that I have a limited role. I will appear one day in the Senate.
As for Ken Starr, Trump has not always had kind things to say.
I think Ken Starr is a lunatic. I really think that Ken Starr is a disaster.
In all, a total of 8 lawyers will be there representing the president. Now, today, the House managers face a 5 p.m. deadline to file a brief, essentially summarizing their case. The president's lawyers will file a response on Monday, and then on Tuesday, the trial is expected to begin in earnest. Dan?
All right, David Wright in Florida, thank you so much to talk about this morning. So let's bring in ABC News chief political analyst Matthew Dowd, who's on set with us this morning. Great to see you, sir.
You too.
So is the outcome of this trial predetermined?
Well, you know, in this disruptive time, it's hard to say anything's predetermined in what's going on. We thought Hillary Clinton was predetermined to be president of the United States in 2016. We thought New England Patriots and the Baltimore Ravens would be playing in the
Why do you have to make it
championship.
personal?
Nobody thought the Tennessee Titans were going to play tomorrow. I think the likelihood is that 20 Republicans aren't going to go against the president. But I think, as we've seen over the last 72 hours with all this information that's come out with about Parnas and other memos, and we're going to see more of this, I'm sure, it's hard to say for sure what's going to happen. I think what we all want to do is watch the process, see what unfolds, and ultimately see if they have witnesses at the trial in the Senate.
What are the big risks for the Democrats going forward here?
To overplay their hand. I think the biggest risk for the Democrats is to overplay their hand. And
well, some would say they already have.
Well, I think as of right now, the public wants this trial to take place, but I think if the Democrats overplay this and make it way too partisan, then it could be risky for them. So I think there's risk on both sides. Everybody's walking across a pond that's very thin, and anybody could fall through, Republicans or Democrats. But I think the Democrats have to really worry about overplaying their hand.
And what about the risk for the Republicans and President Trump, given that the odds are reasonably low that he'll be convicted and removed?
Well, I think the big risk for President Trump and the Republicans, especially the Republicans, is if they vote to find the president innocent and they don't convict him. If more information comes out after that happens, if all of a sudden more documents come out, more witnesses come forward after they've already voted the president, it puts them in a really bad bind, especially if they haven't asked for witnesses and voted for witnesses in the United States
Right,
Senate.
so if they're seen to have shut down sources of new information or witnesses, and then information comes out subsequently.
That's a problem. That's problematic, especially because the majority of the country wants witnesses in the Senate to come forward.
All right, Matthew Dowd, always great to see you. Thank you
Great to be
very
here.
much.
Oh, happy birthday, A.A. Milne's birthday, Winnie the Pooh, who wrote Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, all right.
What character are you in Winnie the Pooh?
I'm definitely Eeyore.
Is he Tigger? Is he Tigger?
I am.
He is. He's
Tops are made out of rubber, bottoms are made out of
She
springs.
must be Kanga. She must be Kanga.
Thank you for injecting some levity into this otherwise somber morning,
Yes.
Matthew. Really appreciate it. And I want to remind everybody, we're going to have live coverage of the impeachment trial when it resumes Tuesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time.
All right, turning now to other news. New arrests investigators say are tied to what authorities describe as a neo-Nazi group. The arrest announced just before the Virginia Supreme Court upheld a gun ban ahead of a Monday rally where the FBI says several alleged members of the white supremacist group were planning to attend. ABC's Kira Phillips is in Washington with this story. Good morning to you, Kira.
Good morning, Eva. Well, as of this morning, law enforcement around the country have been put on alert by the FBI, Homeland Security, and the National Counterterrorism Center, warning about possible violence at this upcoming gun rally on Monday in Virginia. This warning comes after 7 suspected members of the neo-Nazi group The Base were arrested this week. Court documents describing them as a racially motivated violent extremist organization.
We're seeing threats of violence. We're seeing threats of armed confrontation and assault on our capital.
In Georgia, the FBI says these 3 men allegedly had plans to overthrow the government while planning an attack on members of the left-wing group Antifa. That same day in Wisconsin, federal charges were brought against this man for his alleged role in vandalizing a synagogue.
And just 2 days ago, 3 other men alleged to be base members were arrested. Investigators believe they were plotting to attend the Virginia rally with hopes of starting a racial war.
They're not coming to peacefully protest. They're coming to intimidate and to cause harm.
Virginia's governor now declaring a state of emergency, imposing a weapons ban. President Trump calling out Northam, saying the Second Amendment is under very serious attack in the great Commonwealth of Virginia.
No one wants another incident like the one we saw in Charlottesville in 2017.
It was Charlottesville just 2 years ago when a neo-Nazi plowed his car into a crowd of protesters, killing 32-year-old Heather Heyer and injuring dozens of others.
And now authorities believe that this man, Patrick Matthews, a Canadian Army reservist trained in explosives and arrested this week in Delaware, trained with the 3 men that are now under arrest in Georgia. And I can tell you, law enforcement sources are telling me this morning there's a much heavier presence of both local and state police. They do not want to see another Charlottesville in the area. I'm also told that some counter-protesters are pulling out of the rally as well, citing safety concerns now. We'll be following it.
Certainly nobody wants to see any violence, that's for sure. Kira Phillips for us in Washington, thank you. Meantime, here in New York, the jury has been seated in Harvey Weinstein's sex assault trial. It'll be made up of 7 men, 5 women. The former Hollywood film producer is charged with sexually assaulting and raping 2 women. Weinstein maintains that he did nothing wrong. Opening statements begin on Wednesday. Weinstein could face life in prison if convicted.
New details on NFL superstar Odell Beckham Jr. Sources now saying an officer whose butt was slapped by the athlete no longer wants to press charges. The encounter that was caught on camera happened in LSU's locker room after their championship win Monday night. New Orleans police issued a warrant on a count of simple battery. It is unclear if police will rescind that warrant.
Time to check the weather yet again. And as we said earlier, Greg Dutra is in for Rob on what is a very busy morning, sir.
It is, yeah. Another storm system trekking its way across the country and big impacts, especially in the Midwest. I've got video from Iowa here. This is Des Moines. And if you live in a snowy state, you've probably experienced this before, having to push your car out or having a semi pass you on the highway. You get in that little spot where everything's blowing off the front and all of a sudden you're getting really nervous really fast. This system is also moving really fast. Here's where it is now. It's already out of Iowa. Now, there are still some blizzard warnings in Iowa due to just blowing and drifting snow. Not accumulating snowfall anymore. The bulk of this crossing into the Ohio River Valley. See this little ribbon here? That'll move into New York City about 1 o'clock this afternoon with snow to follow. A decent amount for some major cities, too. New York will see 1 to 3 inches of snow. Out near Boston, 2 to 4. I-95, as it so often does, acts as the cutoff between some lighter snow and some really heavy stuff. As you head into interior New England, up to a foot of snow is expected, and it looks like this snow is going to stick around with some really cold air behind it. Let's check out your local forecast.
Good morning, Washington. I'm meteorologist Ryan Miller with you in the Storm Watch 7 Weather Center. It's a weather alert day for your Saturday. Winter weather advisories up for locations west and northwest of Washington. All locations shaded in purple. You can anticipate some slick roads and slick conditions here for travel throughout the entire day. Snow this morning, over to a mix this afternoon. Eventually rain for all of us here this evening. And it looks like we're going to dry out for Sunday. Sunshine but cold. 41 on Sunday, Monday around 36.
Next couple of days, it gets real cold real fast.
Good information. Yep. And Greg, as my official GMA clone and stunt double, I appreciate you wearing a different color suit this time.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Cold storage, exactly. and now here I am.
Last time we were twinning and winning with like the same color.
You both have blue ties today.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. I'm teal.
You can't change it, though. This is how it's going to be all the time. Eventually,
it's always nice to have 2 Tiggers on the set.
Exactly.
At the same time.
Extra energy, yeah.
Yep. Good to have you.
Thank you.
As always.
Well, moving on now, Boeing facing another setback with its grounded fleet of 737 MAX jetliners. A recent tech review exposed a software flaw. There's a problem with system monitors that make sure key functions on the plane are working properly. Boeing is working to fix the software snag. No word on how long that will take. Boeing grounded the fleet last March after 2 deadly crashes overseas.
Well, checking your bag on a JetBlue flight now costs more, but there is a way to get around that price hike. One bag used to cost $30. Now it's $35. A second piece of luggage went from $40 to $45. But to help you save a little, JetBlue is offering a $5 discount if you check your bag online at least 24 hours before your flight.
So they just want to know you're bringing your bag.
Exactly. They need to pre-plan.
I never pre-plan those.
Yeah.
By the way, Greg, you can't leave.
I know. I'm like, can I slip out?
Right.
Where was going?